All right, here we are. So I don't have this lined up as well as I'd like, so I'll get that done here. Looks pretty good, I guess. Okay, so what I'll be doing today is picking up where I left off last time with panel lining. So I have this awesome Gundam marker, the fine tip one. So that is what I will be using. I already panel lined the first high grade I built, GP01. I also panel lined HG Gundam Barbados. There wasn't much to panel line on that, but that's what I've done. And so the next kit I will inspect and see what I can panel line will be this one, HG201 Strike Freedom. So I have the booklet here so I can reference it in case there's anything I miss to make it more obvious. Admittedly, on the artwork, it doesn't really look like much has been panel lined. But I have all the parts here in different things. So I'll just open them up, look at different parts, and see if any of them look like something I will panel line. Is essentially how this will go. Now I am trying something a bit new today. Last time I used just this microphone I'm talking into right now. I did not use the webcam microphone at all. So this time I have a keybind where I can unmute the webcam microphone. And the idea is that I do that because there's going to be a lot of sound stuff that doesn't hurt to have added to the stream, but I don't want my voice coming in through both microphones, basically. So this kind of looks like something I could panel line. Kind of. There's only one of these, though. Yeah, so admittedly I'm not seeing much of anything, if anything, to panel line in this section. I think I'll just not panel line any of this. So one thing I plan to do going forward with panel lining is figuring all that out while I still have pieces on runners. So I have 2 other Gundam kits I can put together that are still in their boxes. So I haven't done anything with them yet. All right. Now, because it's a keybind I need to use my hand for, I won't be doing the sound thing every single time. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at these different pieces, see if anything strikes out. There's a couple places I could panel line on this. Right here, namely. Okay, I could technically panel line this. So one other thing is I don't actually know where stickers go. So this right here goes into a foot right here. And it looks dark, so unless there's a sticker, I think I can color that no problem. So that's something I can for sure do. This looks like something I could panel line. It's just the other half of it. Yeah, so that's some stuff I can panel line. Okay. Possibly some stuff here I could panel line. Yeah, there's surprisingly a lot of stuff here I could panel line. Basically trying to find everything and then put the stuff I can't away. But it's looking like I can do something on almost everything here. It's kind of impressive, actually. Okay. So we'll start with this, I guess. Now here is my handy dandy eraser. Something like that, I guess. I don't know how low I want it. Okay. Now, if any of these pieces get a bit too small to hold on to properly, I do have, I can find it here. I do have these. The idea being I can use these to hold it and stuff. So I guess I'll just go ahead and open this. The other one did unfortunately fly away, so I have no idea where the other staple is. Here's this. Now obviously I don't have anything to just pop this into, but I think simply having something I can hold it firmly will help a lot. Dang it. I did damage it slightly, so I'll have to be careful how I use this, I guess. And now I know that it's going to damage that part specifically, I won't be using that. Gosh, it looks so good. That was very satisfying. Okay. So it's mainly just one tiny little line right here. And that looks to be it. So let's see what we can do here. Let me move my microphone a little bit so I can get access to this better. It moved on me. That looks pretty good though. All right. So I think this right here. Okay, so it does look we do panel line around this too. So we also color it differently. Okay. I don't think I can actually panel line in that. It's too tight. I don't want to. We'll just say that's it. I'm just inspecting to make sure that is indeed the only spot that I will want to panel line. It goes a bit outside of it too, so I'm trying to... All right, we'll say that works. Seeing all the different color correction stuff they do does make me wish I had some actual markers to color stuff with, because that could be a lot of fun. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where it was. Might have been right here, but I can't tell if that's an actual part, you know? I don't know, it looks kind of subtle. I could just do no panel lining on this part. Yeah, we'll just do node panel lining on this part. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Okay, so that is it for this section. Now for the super duper fun part of cleaning things up. First, let me put this back into here somehow, because I won't be using it for any of these now that I know that it can damage for parts. The teeth where it clamps is just too much. Anyway, so now for the extra fun part, and also the messy part. I'm not going to unmute the webcam for this part because it doesn't really produce any sound from what I recall. Excuse me. Now the nice thing is, if this gets a bit too messy, I can just do this. Look how much cleaner it is. Wow. can't get it. No. Maybe I can. Oh well. Guess it's just stuck on that side then. All right. That's everything from this side done. A lot of this doesn't look like stuff I can panel line though. Okay, this is probably something I can panel line. So there's something. Cool. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything on that. Similarly, I don't really see anything on this. There's something to panel. Okay. So it's these 6 parts, I guess. Okay. All right, there's that panel lined. There's only 2 boxes left, or containers left, rather. Okay. Can't see if this has anything. Okay, I can definitely panel line this. Nothing here. We'll let this be the only thing I panel line from this, I guess. All right. So for this, there's not gonna be much. It's basically find the white pieces. Do any of them have anything that screams panel line me? There's kind of a part here. But it will be covered, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, okay. We are done panel lining this kit. As you can tell, that's what my voice sounds like when I don't mute the webcam. It sounds a bit echoey and reverby, so I don't think it sounds as good, and I don't want to have that be the way it sounds all the time. Anyway, so that is that kit done. I will take a quick break to move this out of the way, clean up the rubber mess that you can't really see, but it's definitely there. Let's see if I can maybe move this slide a little bit too. Is that better somehow? I think that looks a little bit better. Anyway, I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way, swap over to RG35 Wing Gundam. That should have some stuff to panel line. Then after that will be MG Force Impulse, which being a master grade will probably have a lot more stuff. Anyway, so I'll be taking a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So as you can tell, there's a bunch more sections or a bunch more parts from different runners for this kit. So I do have this here in case I can find some information, and I think it has some artwork somewhere. But anyway, so that's the plan there. I did put something in the oven for food, so I will be eating it out when it's done. Now for this section, you'll notice I have already put some stuff together. That's because I made a boo-boo. I made a mistake. And on one of these, I can't even immediately tell you which one. There's a thing that it's supposed to help with this somehow. And I had accidentally just straight up removed it. A very, very small piece that I don't even know where it is in all of this. Anyways, this does look like some stuff that's worth panel lining. And of course, to do that will make sense to have them separated the way I have separated these. I want to see if that is as far as it can go in terms of separation is concerned. Now, I'm not sure how much of this I will be able to clean off, so I'm trying to be a bit more deliberate how I do all this. So I think it looks pretty good. We'll see how erasing this goes before I try to do more of this. And these pieces are a bit more on the flexible side. But obviously, it's gonna be interesting. I think it worked pretty well. Obviously, I still need to be able to clean it off. I think that worked pretty well. I could do more to this. But then it's entering into territory that I won't be able to remove it, so it increases risk, shall we say. I could do that, for example. Move stuff out of the way here. Okay, is that all of it? Okay. Okay. Trying to mirror what I did so I'm at least consistent. That looks good. Okay, cool. So that's that now done. Now there are still pieces in this to look at. Oh no, there's never a side to this. Oops, didn't even notice that. Okay, cool. So there we go. So we'll save as that done. So now, should have been enough time to close this. I can sort of work on this. Okay, cool. That should work. So there's that done. Squid's back, not surprised. Once I'm done with the panel lining on these kits, I might hop on and play, I don't know. I've got this kit to work on and another kit to work on. It'll be even bigger than this one. Okay, that worked out well. So next, trying to clean this off well enough to put back together. Good enough, I guess. So there's that done. Next we can look and see if there are any other parts worth panel lining. I'm gonna hold off on panel lining this because I'm pretty sure this gets covered up completely. This looks like something I could panel line. Where's the fourth one at? There is a fourth one, yes. I'm not making that up. Perfect, found it. Okay, forget what these go to. I guess honestly it doesn't matter. What matters is I can panel line these. See how much time's left on my food so I'm not immediately distracted. Four minutes. Okay. Should be enough time to panel line all of these. Boy, are they small, though. Like, how do I even... Wow, okay. I'm silly. I can't move them. There we go. I was able to get one of them. Very small amounts of panel lining I can do on these. Every little bit adds detail. This will be one of the containers done too. This is the last things I'm panel lining from this container. Okay. The reason I'm putting them upside down like that is so I can grab them again. Oh, come on. There we go. Cool. So then can put these back into here. Okay, cool. Should be good enough. All right. Okay, so that is one container done. My food's basically done, so I'll be going and grabbing that real quick.
Sometimes it feels like
All right, I'm back. I cleaned this up so that it is okay. I'll move this up a little bit so I have a better idea of where this starts. Okay, so I got done with this one. So now we'll move on to the other big one. Okay, so I think for this, I'll just have to look, because a lot of these pieces have nothing on them, but I could justify panel lining. I'll just go ahead and take them all out, so I don't have to be fishing around and wondering if I've missed anything. And remember, when I build a new kit, I will be figuring out the panel lining stuff before I remove from runners. So be like the new step one. So with that in mind, it's not like I've missed, or rather, it's not like I'm wasting my time. Okay. So we'll put this over here, do that. Start inspecting pieces. Any piece that doesn't look like LP panel lining, I just chuck back in. I could technically panel line that. Where'd the booklet go? Let's see if I can make this clear. Okay, well, whatever. So it's just right here. You might not even see it, because I can't tell. That service is really fair. I'm gonna say no. So it's another piece I can just get rid of. We'll go ahead and get rid of this too. It's such an odd shape that I don't want to. We'll save this as well because it just doesn't really look like there's anything. And now again, to reiterate, I have no idea where it's going to want me to put decals. I have no idea where some of this detailing might go, so. This looks like these can for sure be panel lined. Part of me wants to, part of me doesn't, so we'll just hold off. So it's just the dots here, then... Okay, so those are all the parts in this section, man. Cool. Okay. Only 2 more boxes left, containers, and I'm not seeing much from either of them, so we're basically done with this kit for a prep person. Cool beans. All right, let's see here. That actually looks like something I could panel line. Wow. This is not something I can panel line. Okay, there are the claws as well. Okay, I can technically panel line these, depending on how much I want to deal with this. I could also technically panel line this, but this, I don't think I'm gonna be able to clean it. Screw it. Yellow. Should be way more claws than that. Unless it's just 2 on each. I guess it was. Okay. Okay, so this can't be panel lined, so get rid of that. Remember, there's only 1 container after this. There might be something to panel line in this, I can't tell. I'll try one of the yellow things. I'll see if I can clean it up. If I can, cool. If not, I won't bother with the others. Okay. It was just for his dots, yeah? Okay. Now let's see if I can even clean this, because obviously it's really small as well. This is very difficult to do. I can't tell if that's worth doing or not. Let's look at the pictures of it and see if I can figure out where those go. Oh. Oops. Yeah, so, some stickers go there apparently. No, I can't tell. I'm just noticing there's not as much panel lining. I'm looking for the booklet right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing a bunch of... So they are talking like I should be putting a sticker on those things. You can see right here. This right here is what would go into here. So they are talking about that. Now obviously, because I've done that, I can't. So I think what I'll do is I'll just, I'll not do that for anything else. I think that's going to be the right call. We'll not do more of those. It was a nice experiment. Again, I'm just learning, but I think that we won't do more of those. So, put those back. Now I can work on cleaning up these parts. Remember, it's just one container left after this. All right. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that's it. I did look around and tried to find some other parts, and this is all I feel like I should try to panel on. Darn, I'm not seeing anything on this anymore. So I guess that's it then. Okay, cool. That is RG-35 Wing Gundam panel lined, I guess. Well, as much as I'm going to panel line anyway. Again, I've not bothered figuring out where the heck all the different, what do you call it? Decals, water slides, etc. will go. So I have no idea on that. Okay. Anyway, let's see if I can get in here. I sort of can, but it doesn't look good. Okay. Well, whatever. That's that done now. Okay, so that is Wing Gundam panel lined, etc. Let's reset this. Okay, so now I swap get force impulse out. Of course, I forgot to mute my webcam microphone. Oh well. Okay, so I will be right back. I'll run an ad to disable pre-roll and get all this set up. All right, I'm back. So, here is First Impulse Gundam. Yay. Now, I had... The very back does actually have an image. At least on this, it does look like there's a lot I could panel line. Now, looking at this, some of the accessories and stuff, there's a lot of tiny little things I could panel line. So it really just depends on how much panel lining I want to do, I guess. Now I did also clean this off. I'll adjust it here so it's reset again. Let's see here then. So I think what I want to do is actually start with the gray ore pieces in this. So that way you can just work on from there. Now again, I don't know what all will have sticker stuff on it. That's a person. We don't need to panel line a person. People don't have panels, last I checked. That goes on the tip of a weapon sword thing. I remember that much. Okay. I think those are just optional hand things. Okay. Now, the real question is, do I decide to panel line any of the blue stuff? I have yet to, on any of the kits so far, panel line any blue pieces. I may have panel lined some red on something, I forget. Anyway. So I think this, and this gray piece, I'll go to a sword thing or whatever. But for me, it's quite clear that there's openings I could panel line. I'm just unsure if I want to panel line that, because that looks hard to, yeah, let's just not panel line those. I'm for this bigger kit, I want to focus on things that very distinctly look like panels and not just any random opening I can color. That's not what I'm trying to do here. So for this, for example, there's that. I won't do any of that because, again, I don't know what's going to get colored. I do think that I want to do something for this, so. Okay. Couldn't get the part to go in cleanly. It's like it's stuck on the outside edge. That'll be fun to clean off later. Now, do these have anything on them? I'm going to go with no. These are the hand guards, I'm pretty sure, for the different optional hand poses to hold different accessories. So you can move those out of the way. This, I haven't a clue what it is, but it does look like there's something to panel on. Now, I am for sure expecting all sorts of things to panel line on this kit. Now those dots, I'm not going to panel line those. Man, it doesn't really seem like, well, yeah, okay. Looks good enough to me. This part is actually different from this part. It has different things on it, but it does look like there is something I could panel line on this, so I might as well. It's hard to get it to go in where I want it to go. Unfortunately, I think that's it. Looking around. Yeah, that's got to be it, man. Okay. So everything from this has now been panel lined. Cool, cool, cool. So now I just clean it up. Okay, cool. So there is a piece done. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Alright, that's everything from this. Put that over here. Reset this, I guess. Let's see here. This has less pieces. I'm remembering that there's the plane thing as well. There's like the plane thing, then the bird thing, and then it's a unique and interesting kit, shall we say. Okay, so I'm going to consider panel lining some of the blue pieces as well. I will inspect them, see if any of it makes sense to panel line. We'll say no to that piece. No to this one as well. I guess we won't be panel lining these blue parts. Okay. These yellow parts don't need to be panel lined. Doesn't need to be panel lined. No. No. If I want to be hyper technical, I could panel line that. This looks worth panel lining though. So there's something to panel line. I'll leave these alone. I could technically panel line that. That, dang. We'll leave it alone. This is something I did want to panel line though. Wasn't there another one of those hatches? There was not. Okay. Oh, then we won't panel it. I don't think I've panel lined red yet. Using a different angle of the light to make it more obvious what I would want to panel line. Okay. Those look pretty good. Now on this, it did look like there was some stuff I could panel line.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play.
Annoying because I can see something worth panel lining, but the marker can't stay in it, so it's whatever. Okay.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play.
Okay.
Don't pause.
In for these.
Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play. 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 Don't pause. Press play.
Okay, just about done here with this section. Oh boy, but oh boy. There's a cockpit and everything. Well, a lot of this is not going to be panel line. The main thing I cared about figuring out how to panel line was going to be the wings. That's it. So the fins, the wings, whatever you want to call it. That's literally it. That's all I wanted to panel line from this. Easy. Okay. Now we can clean these up. Okay. All right, so that should, that cleaned up enough. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. Just help cleaning the rest of these, because some of these are getting a bit messy. That's embarrassing. Just pulled up all of it, which means it wasn't worth panelizing it. Oh, whatever. I like that though. So there's that done. Next, I'll see if I can get enough of a grip on this. All right. It's really hard to hold on to some of these pieces. Okay. Okay, cool. Some of these are really hard to hold on to and properly clean off. So I'll just do the best I can. Either way, this will be one container done soon. Very pleased with that. Can't get it. It's annoying. Wow, I was able to get it. Well, enough of it, I guess. Okay. Cool. So that is one container done. I will go ahead and clean this off. I suspect I'll be wanting to do this after every single one. Okay. So before the next one, I'm going to go drink some of my soda, but I will get this open first. I'm lazy. Okay, I'm gonna go grab drinks and my soda. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break. Alright, I'm back. So I know a lot of this is shield thing. So what I can do is look at the booklet to understand what of these shield should maybe be colored. It kind of pisses me off, actually. I see more parts on this that look like could be panel lined, but I didn't see a way to panel line them. Like, it's hard to explain. but basically there's certain parts that you can just tell with the way the plastic separates ever so slightly that it can be, you can put color inside, like right here. And you can see right here that almost rectangle thing, that can totally be panel lined, right? So that's very obvious. This is a, well, you can't even, you can sort of tell right there. This is a, I guess it'd be a part connection line, plastic seam line thing. So if I were to paint, hypothetically, I would want to sand that out. Of course, you can see another one here. And so that's just where the plastic was melded together as part of a process. But anyway, so again, there's very obvious places where you can panel line, right? And so on the head, it do such a good job of making it look and pop out. And there's hardly anything I could find that I could put anything on. And even the thing I did put on near the front of it, it just slid right off when I was erasing stuff. So it wasn't really possible to just do a little bit somewhere. So not too happy about that. Now, of course, I could get into scribing, use scribing tools to further accent panel lines, or create edges that are finer, or whatever. So there are things I could do to make panel lining easier and pop out better. But obviously, again, to reiterate, I'm not really going to do any of that. And a part of me just really doesn't want to draw on the blue pieces. So I think I'll just continue the trend of not panel lining the blue pieces. There aren't a whole lot of blue pieces on this kit. You can see here, apart from a handful of spots, it doesn't really look like they panel line any of them. Anyway, so I don't personally feel like I'm losing out per se. We'll go ahead and try to put as many of these pieces back as I can, though. So I clearly won't be panel lining that. So any pieces I can see but I won't be panel lining, I'll just go ahead and put up. Now again, some of these have these little divot things, and I'm not going to panel line those because those are like, there's a clear difference, right, between this and this. Like there's just such a clear difference, and so this doesn't feel like something to panel line, whereas this does. So that makes sense. Even that little divot right there, that would be fine to panel line. Like that's just how I'm approaching this. Now, as I do more of these kits and gain more experience, maybe I'll see some of these things and decide, hey, I should actually panel line this. And maybe I do. But for right now, I think the way I'm doing it is fine. There is no, well, I guess there would be technically right and wrong ways to do things, but this is all work in progress and learning how to do all of this. Because, yeah, I haven't done any of this before. But for me, at least, that's how I am choosing to approach panel lining for these kits specifically. A piece this small is not going to get panel lined. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. So let's continue to look at pieces and see if anything makes sense. Now this does look like it would be fun to panel line. So we will do that. There's that too. This, again, it's a really tiny thing, but I could panel line it because it's so small. So that's going to be another one of those. And again, it's not small enough to justify, basically. It's a rather large opening that doesn't necessarily benefit from a panel line in the same way because of how I would have to fill it. And yeah, so these don't look worth doing anything to. Haha. There's an annoying bug, fly thing, gnat. Decided this was the best place to do whatever. So right, it's gone now. So there is this piece right here, which for whatever reason I can't find a second one of. So it's already back in here or something, I don't know. I think we'll just leave that alone. It's very small. I already tried on a similar sized piece and determined that it's too small, basically. So again, the main thing I'm looking at with this is I'm eyeballing the shield, basically. I want to know on the shield, what do these pieces look like, something to panel line. So this obviously is right here, so that does make logical sense. It does look like something I could panel line. Okay, so this goes here, which means it could also be something I could panel line. It's showing these lines as being accented. This line is also accented. Okay, so some of the stuff I'm seeing looks like we're using a grayer or lighter color than black panel liner. And also looks like we're scribing to further accent the places, because I don't think I can just panel line that. Like the way it's shaped, like it's not a dip, you know? So it's not a dip. Okay, so this is entirely interior. I think this is this piece. I could be wrong, but I think it's this piece. So this is entirely interior, therefore does not need to be panel lined. Similarly, this is also interior, and I'm pretty sure the top piece. So we can do that. Okay. This is also interior. So the question is, do we do anything on these? I think I could. Okay. So I think that's what and how I will do stuff for this. So it's just that one side, right? Yeah, it's just that one side. Okay. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay. Yes, there was. Really small divot. If I angle the piece right and the light makes the indentation pop out really well, it makes it easier to see. Okay, so it's right here, it's these two lines in that divot. Okay. The other annoying thing is I'm not gonna be able to clean this out, right? But because I saw it on the box I'm gonna try. I can at least try. It does pop out really well. I'll say that about it. Now it's hard for me to tell which side is up and which side's down. Okay, so this is gonna be up. Okay, let's see how we can do here. Trying also to see what parts of this are covered. So I could do that. I like that. Okay. It's annoying because I can see an edge that I could panel line. That's very hard to do. Anyway, that should work. Okay. Not sure if any of that will translate, but there it is. Okay. There we go. So I've colored all of these now. So has another container of panel lining done for what I'm choosing to do. Now again, some of these it's just too big. There is a different thing I could get for cleaning all this up. But it's some money that I don't exactly have right now. But in the future, I might consider doing so. I feel good about the progress I've made, though. I can't remember which ones I did next. I'm trying to go in order I did them. So I'm working on stuff that's closest to dry, as they say. Okay, cool. So that should work. I want to say these are what I did next.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say, baby, before you walk away. No, I'm in the war, I'm in no race, chasing the time. I've been meaning to find a way to face that I'm not in a wires every day, trying to keep my head above the waves, staying alive. And I don't mean to be the guy that wanna push you to the side, and all the line and not the lie, you know. So when I leave you shit right, and you're only cycles in your head, baby, I'm just trying to stay ahead.
Okay.
Now lately we popping on the edge, and I kinda regret some things I said. I don't want you to leave, so stay instead, and I pay the price. In the morning we'll both be good and gone, and the world will continue moving on. But I swear that there ain't no other one, just staying alive. And I don't mean to be the guy that wanna push it to the side, and all the line and not the lie, you know. So when I leave you shit right, you're only cycles in your head, baby, I'm just trying to stay ahead.
All right, last piece, risk container. Feels good to be having this done. Okay, now I need to figure out which one is next, because I think I've only done these two so far, and then of course the Ziploc bag. So I need to figure out which one's next. There's 3 more, by the way. So I think this would be the next obvious one. Okay. So all of these have something I can panel on. And after this is just 2 containers to go. Thank goodness. Whoa. Now, I know I said I wouldn't do these sorts of things, but when I look at the box art on the instruction manual for what looks like a symbol, those are very clearly panel line. So that's why I'm gonna do it, because if I see it in the box thing, I'm gonna do it, or at least try to. Which I think is very fair as an approach. Also remember, I'm just about done. There's 2 containers left after this, so... Now, once I'm done with all this panel lining, I'll be done for today. And then the very next stream I do, I will be... Well, next Gunpla stream I do, will be assembling kits. I will do 1 kit per stream, unless the kit takes a long time, in which case I'll split that up. For example, Force Impulse might take me 2 streams or so, I don't know yet. And of course, later on, I can also mess around with decals, water slides, and stickers and stuff. That's something I have not yet to do to a single one of my kits, is go through the back of the booklet where it shows where to put all the stickers and, you know, actually do that. So for example, right here, where it's showing where to put all these stickers, I've yet to do this on any of my kits. So that is yet another thing I could do. So again, it's just going to be something I look into at some point in time, and isn't going to be something that I do immediately. But should be enough for me to be able to go ahead and clean this up. Get onto the last 2 containers. So the reason that it's taking longer and longer in between songs is because the app thing, it just gets laggy over time. So I'll need to start it and stop it, or I'll need to reopen it again here at some point, probably. We'll see though. Depends on how many more songs. Like if it's gonna be like more than 10 more songs, I might want to. Otherwise, I don't think I'll care. But I am very close to done, so it's not going to take me much longer. Panel lining is not a slow thing. For the way I'm doing it and what I'm doing, it'll be fine, you know? So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, go ahead and reset this. It is interesting to sort of observe how much is left. Let's compare it to a new one. So yeah, that's how much I've eaten through so far from all these kits. So I think I'll be able to use these for a very long time, which is very nice. Okay. These will definitely outlast this. I'm confident. I'm confident this one will have less pieces in it, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Because remember, I'm primarily only focused on the white pieces for this. I'll probably also do some of a red. It depends on some stuff. Just about got all these pieces out. Now I'm not taking out every single piece, assuming that I will be panel lining them all. It's so that I can easily look at them and decide if I'm going to be panel lining them. So this, for example, can definitely be panel lined. So that's cool. These can probably, yeah, there's going to be some panel lining on those. What about this? I see some spots that could use some panel lining. Okay, what about these? I think I'll leave these alone. Now, while I could technically panel line these, I think I'll just be able to leave them alone. The unique shape and stuff could make it harder to clean off. Similarly, these are just too small, and there's nothing to panel line on them anyway. So there we go. There's that solved. Let me keep flying out of my hands. It's funny. Okay, now these. There's technically something I could panel line, but I'm also not sure where these parts go. So these will go on the back unit thing, so that might be where something connects. Like the way it's shaped and stuff, it just looks like where something will connect. So I think I'll hold off on that too. Now these could be panel lined. Yes, so we will panel line these. Yeah, so these wing edges things definitely have some stuff I can panel line. This can't be panel lined, so we'll ignore that then. Okay. This can also be panel lined. Okay. So this is what we'll be panel lining from this container. And then there's just one container left. Because it has these engine-like grill things, I think that could be pretty fun. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and color that too. I mean, look how cool that looks. So once I can use eraser stuff on that, it's gonna come out pretty well, I think. With some similar grill stuff on this, I might consider. It's a really thin line, even for this thin-tipped panel liner marker. Very difficult for me to follow it. You can see something there. Again, the way these are shaped, I just feel like I'll be able to clean that off well enough to justify doing it, basically. Okay. So next, we can work on these really fun small pieces. So I'll be relying a lot on the angle of the light to give me an idea of where I can go. Progress. Okay. Problem is these openings are too big. So that's going to be it for this then. Okay, cool. So there we go. Okay, and how we can work on cleaning up this onto the last container of parts. We should have some stuff to panel line. Why is it pushing me out? Okay. Time to see if I can clean that off or not. Looks like I can. I still think that looks better than having nothing there at all. That makes it quite clear and stuff, so I do like that. I think it was worth for the effort I put into doing that. Which isn't to say it was much effort, but hey, it's just another thing to panel line that will look a bit cooler on the finished assembled set, basically. That's really all there is to it. There we go. Looks good enough to me. Okay, so now it's just these pieces. So we'll see if I can do anything to these. Because of their shape and how thin they are, trying to make sure I'm specific in how I clean these off. Okay. Yo, Brutal Ghost, so 500 bits, thanks. Sound jump scared me a bit. The good news is I'm just about done panel lining this kit. There's just one container left, which has some parts that look at a glance like I'll definitely be able to panel line. Then I'll be done. Then I can swap over to Helldivers 2 because it'll be a completely different PGZ. This is my laptop. I will be going offline for a bit to do that. Then I'll go back live with Helldivers 2 for who knows how long. Is my current plan. I have to move my microphone and stuff over as well. Okay. So this piece is a bit bigger to allow me to try to get off on this side. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Oh, come on. It's just stuck there. Wow. All right. Okay, before I continue, I will go ahead and brush this off. Getting very doity. That should work. Okay, so that should be all the parts. I'll go for, I'm not going to bother panel lining the bottom of the feet. Sorry, that's just not something I'm planning to do. It's also bottom of the feet, so I don't care. Okay, so it's just these white pieces. And some of these definitely have things I can panel line. Yep. I just keep finding more and more pieces. Almost like I'll be able to panel line every single one of these. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I can panel line all of these. Wow. Okay. So this will take me a little bit of time. Not 5 seconds. So there it is. The remaining things to panel line, and then I can assemble all 4 kits. So we're almost done now with this panel lining step. Okay. Look good to me. Should be another one of those somewhere, right? Or is that... No, but... Okay. No, I don't think there will be. Because this is the leg section. And possibly the waist as well. Or parts of... Because I don't think this is something... that... Okay, never mind, found it. Alright, so there's 2 pieces done. So this is basically just this tiny thing. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. What else? All right, so there's that. Making lots of progress now. Huge gains. Okay. I can put this marker away because we're done panel lighting now. Woo. Okay, so now it's just cleaning it all up. And then we're done. It's a lot of pieces, though, isn't it? Just about done, though. So nice. Is this Dragon Pirates? It is. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to perfectly clean everything, but that's okay. I don't even know where some of these pieces will end up going or what will be on or around them. Okay. Slowly running out of parts to clean, which isn't a bad thing. Cool. Okay. Just about done now. Cool. And we're done. Hooray. I'll reset this so it's clean for next time. Cool. So that is all 4 kits panel lined and now ready. Well, more ready, I guess would be the word, for assembling. How exciting. So I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, I will, the next time I stream Gunpla stuff, it will be assembling these kits. I will do 1 kit per stream, or split them if I have to. All right, so that's gonna be it for me for right now for Gunpla stuff. I may be back later with some Helldivers 2. I'm not sure if I have the energy to stream that or feel like streaming that. Either way, I'll be playing some Helldivers 2. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna take a break, maybe figure out more food or something, and then figure that out. Again, next time I stream Gunpla, which will probably be tomorrow, I will be assembling these kits. I will be doing one kit per stream. I will split the streams into two if I have to, depending on how long the kits take. Specifically, I anticipate RG-35 Wing Gundam and MG... I forget the number. It's in the stream title. Let's see what it says. MG-109 Force Impulse. I expect those to take 2 streams each, potentially. I will not be doing anything crazy like water slides or anything like that. It'll just be the assembly. And so that's the next Gunpla stuff I will do. So either way, whether or not I stream Helldivers 2 today or I just do Gunpla tomorrow, until next time, I will catch you all later.